It is a MythTake to think that just because an expert can rattle off this incredible lexicon of fruits and vegetables and herbs and spices and things, that somehow that means they know more about wine or are better tasters or have some sort of higher level of ascension in the world of wine. In fact, as a matter of fact, there was a study done. This is in my book, Why You Like the Wines You Like. And it's a good friend of mine. His name's Frederic Brochet. He did a study of wine experts in France. And he asked them to compile a lexicon, a number of words that they would use to describe white wines. And then they had them as a group, 54 people. What are the words that are most used to describe red wines? And they developed that. Then the experts were given a white wine and said, what words would you use to describe this white wine? And on the graph you can see that there was a high density of words like apples and bananas and pears and jasmine and flowers and those kind of things. And there were a few red wine words that showed up, but obviously mostly white wine words. Then they were given a red wine and they were asked to do the same thing. They could use any of the words. They're not limited to red or white words, but obviously that this wine was currants and black cherries and plums and spicy and woody and peppery and all that. And they used a few white wine words, but for the most part it was red wine words. Well, guess what? It was the same wine. It was the same wine, a white wine, and the white wine colored red. And what happens is the more expert you come, the more actually influenced you are by external things that create in the folders of our minds where we go to turn for these descriptors and so forth. So if you're watching these TV shows and these movies about these experts doing this, don't think you need to do that in any way, shape, or form. None of the 54 experts in this study said, wait a minute, these are the same wines. But when they do this with untrained consumers, about 25% of them go, wait, these are the same wines. So it's really fun to play with the language and understanding the descriptive language of wine, but it also gets to a point where it's taken too far. It's not a requirement of enjoyment in any way, shape, or form. And take it with a grain of salt. Remember, salt suppresses bitterness.